Hola, Gipsy Dean here at Lagos de Moreno. I'm going to take you on a fantastic tour of this beautiful Pueblo Mágico. Yes, that's right, beautiful. The central historical area is beautiful. Okay, let's get to it.
Yes, just a couple blocks from the bus station is this bridge where you cross into the historical center of Lagos de Moreno. Here we have Temple de la Luz, very pretty church. Let's go inside and see what we have waiting for us. Well, anybody that has watched many of my videos knows I love the architecture of these old churches. And inside, they are always so beautiful. And this one is no exception. Notice the angels on each side of the altar. Okay, let's have a view of the dome. And we'll swing over to check out the pulpit. And the rear of the church. Okay, on the way to the historical center, we passed by Jardín Luis Moreno. Very pleasant place. I think once there was a fountain with a kind of a river. Well, anyway, here is the monument to the Niños Heroes, the brave children. Okay, next we have the Teatro Jose Rosa Moreno. This was constructed in between the years of 1867 to 1907. It's a beautiful theater inside for performing arts. That helps give the place class. Okay, well, a block away we have another beautiful church. The Sanctuary of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And of course, we'll go inside and have a quick look at the beautiful interior architecture. And once again, notice the angels on each side of the altar. I don't see this in too many churches. Yes, I've been accused of showing too many churches in my videos, but this is the beauty and heritage of these cities. Okay, now we're at one of the side plazas to the main square with the tallest fountain in all of Lagos de Moreno. And across the street is the main church in Lagos de Moreno. Okay, here we are in the Jardín de la Constituyentes, with, of course, a kiosco in the middle. This is a beautiful park. One of the best I've seen in a city this size. Okay, I'm inside the kiosco now. I'm going to do a little 360 view of the park. Plenty of benches to sit on. There's a statue monument in each corner. Somebody's face. Historical figures from the area, I assume. Okay, this magnificent church was constructed in between the years of 1741 and 1798. It was fun crossing this busy street holding my camera. Okay, well, let's go inside and take a look and see what there is in store. Oh, but first, another look to the sky. Well, unfortunately, I only have a peek of the inside. They were holding a church service when I came, so I just took a shot from the rear and left, thinking that I could return and do a more detailed video. But immediately after the service, it was closed. Okay, here's the municipal palace, which is what we consider the town hall. And if you're going to stay in Lagos de Moreno, I suggest staying at Hotel Paris. You'll be right on the plaza. I love it how they trim the trees. Everything's nicely rounded, perfectly. Here's another view, the other side street. Okay, and then kitty corner is another plaza. Plaza Capuchinas. Along with the Casa de la Cultura. It was closed when I was there. I tried to go past the gate, but I couldn't get any further. Inside the plaza, we have the Parroquia San Jose, a very old church. It's right next to the Casa de la Cultura. But wait, there's more churches to see. Although this one, we are only going to be able to view the outside. This was the smallest church here. Here you can see the typical architecture of the historical center. Classic buildings. And now here's the Templo del Rosario. Well, it's too bad it wasn't open. And a block away is Plaza de la Merced. Beautiful plaza surrounded by historical architecture. Here's a little garden. With a monument behind it. Okay, here we have the Templo de Nuestra Señora de la Merced, a beautiful old church, and this will be the last one we see inside of. This area was once a monastery that they later constructed this church in 1756. Okay, back to the plaza. We're going to take another panoramic view here. See the architecture and more of the plaza. Across the street are some shops and this really pretty galleria and coffee shop combination. Okay, out the door and around the corner we have this alleyway which has been transformed into a pedestrian mall with nice businesses. Casa Ortmal. We'll go in there in a minute. But first, I hear music playing. It's come from a place called the Level Pub. It's a lounge with indie music. The place was not very big, had a few tables downstairs and more upstairs. And outside they have a pizza oven, so you can have pizza and groove out. Or sit outside. Now that Casa Ortmal is Dama de Rojo, a bar with cumbia and bachata music. Looks like tango music too. Look at the decorations. It has a French feel to it. I can imagine this is a pretty lively place at times. I wonder how they're doing these days with the COVID. But it looks like it could be a fun place. Great place for conversation, coffee, a drink, and who knows what else. And right next door is Barra di Barro. Have inside and outside dining. Well, I got here a little early. They were just queuing up the music for later in the evening. Seems like a nice place you'd want to hang out, have a drink or two. Okay, well, now it's time for our final scene. Back to where I started. Templo di Calvario. This is one of the main landmarks here in Lagos de Moreno. Unfortunately, it was closed because it is very beautiful inside. Yes, Lagos de Moreno really impressed me. I love the historical center. It has a great climate. It is in what is called the Altos de Jalisco, which is the Jalisco highlands, located at an elevation of 6,371 feet. Yes, you can hear me short of breath. Okay, well, Lagos de Moreno has a population of 170,000 people. It's quite spread out. There's no tall buildings. And you're only a little over an hour away from the airport of Leon, Guanajuato. There's a Walmart, a Soriano's supermarket in Lagos de Moreno, and anything you need you could find at Leon, which is a very large city, just an hour away. So I think this place holds a lot of potential. For people that want to move into the historical center, there's plenty of places that need to be renovated. For a hobby business or a bar or whatever, it could be a great place. It gets a little cold in the winter at night, but the days are sunny. Okay, well, this brings me to the end of this presentation of Lagos de Moreno, Pueblo Mágico. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, give it a thumbs up if you did. Adios.